All right, kiddos. Today we are going to be introducing a new unit about plants. So the question is, what are plants? Well, plants are multicellular. They are autotrophic, which means that they can, and they do, make their own food using sunlight. They are eukaryotic, meaning their cells have a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. And their cell walls are made of cellulose, and that cellulose is a derivative of glucose, which is made in photosynthesis. All right. So what do plants need to survive? Well, they need 4 essential elements. They need sunlight. That sunlight, once again, is used to make energy. They need water and minerals, and that water comes from the ground, and the minerals are dissolved in that water. They need gas exchange, and that gas exchange is made through the leaves. Now, the leaves have a waxy coating that goes around them that makes them basically waterproof and airtight. So there has to be a way for air and water to get in and out of the leaves, and that is through these tiny little openings that you see on this picture for exchange for gases, called stoma or stomata, that will open and close and be able to allow carbon dioxide and water and oxygen in and out of the leaf. So they exchange gas. And they also need the ability to transport water from the roots all the way to the tops of the trees and into the leaves. And then the leaves need to be able to transport sugar to the parts of the tree that are growing and to all the cells that need energy to stay alive. So those are the things that plants need to survive. Okay, and then finally, types of plants. If you look at this cladogram that is here, you start with the bryophytes, which are also called mosses. They do not have any vascular tissue. So that means they have to live very close to the ground because there's no way to transport any kind of fluid like water from the ground, so they have to grow close to the ground. But they are land-dwelling plants. They're the first of the land-dwelling plants, and so they're the earliest plants. And then plants started to evolve vascular tissue, so now they have the ability to transport water from the ground, so they can grow off the ground now, and that is the spore-producing ferns. Then plants evolved a new trait, the ability to reproduce with seeds, and that led to gymnosperms. And then after that, there was another evolution or change or adaptation with plants being able to reproduce using flowers to make seeds. And that led to the angiosperms. Those are actually the most prolific type of plants these days. There's more angiosperms than gymnosperms or spore-producing ferns or bryophyte mosses. So that pretty much concludes our introduction to plants. We're keeping it simple on here, and we'll go into a lot more detail in the classroom.